to the channel. We are back with another episode of Wind Down Wednesdays. Now, today we're going to be talking about when to let go of friendships that no longer serve you. So, yeah. Oh, so today I'm drinking some leftover rum punch that I have from my sister's Sip in Style. So it is some wine in here. It's some rosé. So it's a mix between some rum punch and some rosé. So this is what I'm sipping on today. Got a little infused fruits in there, so it's about to be good, and we about to sip. And grab your whatever you're drinking tonight on this beautiful Wednesday, and let's chat. So we're gonna be talking about when to let go of the friends that no longer serve you. Now, for me, I had it only happen to me one time, that I actually stopped talking to a friend because I was just over the no growth, the consistent complaining, and like, what are you gonna do about your situation? So it was like, because it just irks me, because that friendship, I never gave her an explanation. I just stopped talking to her. That's how annoyed I was, and I was just over it. I do feel like everyone deserves a conversation, but at that time, I was just like, I ain't got time, honestly. I really did not, and I was just over it. And I don't agree with doing that, honestly. Your friends deserve a conversation. If it's like your friend for years and years and years, I feel like they do deserve a conversation of why you like this friendship isn't going anywhere. But me, I realized I'm not the confrontational type, so I never gave her a conversation. I was just like, I just stopped talking to her. And I don't regret it, honestly, because it was just so draining. And I'm just like, you know, when a friend calls you and it's just like, you don't want to answer that phone because you know it's not gonna be nothing positive, uplifting, nothing congratulation wise. It's just gonna be complaining the same thing over and over and over again. And at the time, it was a timeline of how this happened. So at first, we went on trips together. I think that's what started I'm like, this bitch is annoying the shit out of me. So this was 2 years ago. This was for my sister's 30th. So yeah, 2 years ago, my sister's 30th birthday, we did a trip to Mexico, and also I did a trip to Vegas to see Usher. You can see those vlogs in the description. So during that time, I invited her. I was like, yo, we about to do these trips. We want to do Vegas and then go straight to Mexico for my sister's birthday. And, you know, not that I didn't mean to invite her, but it was just like one of those things where I'm telling you, like, oh, this is what the fuck I'm doing. And she was like, I want to go. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Yeah, come. Like, it's gonna be lit. So them two trips really, like, obviously I didn't kill my vibe. It's my trip. I'm gonna have fun regardless. But her friendship, I just felt that friendship like dwindling away during that trip, because she was so fucking annoying. I mean, and it's a group trip, and I get it's a lot of personalities. It was all girls trip. Like I said, a lot of personalities, a lot of females, and you know, like, everybody meshed well but her. So it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And granted, like, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but you knew from the beginning that this was a group trip. And also, it was my sister's birthday, so this is basically her trip with, I think it was half of our friends, but still, I've known her friends. She knows most of my friends, and it's a group trip. So if you know you don't do well with group trips, you should have been like, I'm gonna sit this one out. But you come and it's just a shit show, and I'm just like, I don't have fucking time for this. And it was just the walking off, it's like you're dealing with a kid, and it's like, I'm not doing this. So that's what happened. The first one, I was just like, she's annoying, because she's been annoying me, but it was never that severe because I was spending a lot of time with her at once. It was like a two week under for the two trips. So it was just like, I'm about to lose my shit. So that happened. And then when we got back home from the trips, I was like, trying to get my break in and then eventually talk to her. And it was this other night I was planning on talking to her. She said she was doing a thing for a party. She invited me to the party. She didn't want to go by herself. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go to the party and we'll chit chat, talk, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up not going to the party, and basically some dumb shit happened that pissed her off, and she didn't end up going to the party. And I'm just like, it's a consistent thing, because of course, she was a friend who also wanted to be an entrepreneur full time. So it was just like, you know, you got to get on your grind and do all this other stuff. So instead of her not going, she dropped off her desserts to the party, but didn't stay, network, do any of that. And I'm thinking, we gonna go to the party. It was free open bar. It was about to be a good night. And she didn't go, and she wanted to, I'm like, we going to the thing or not? And she's like, oh no, I'm pissed off. And then she calls me like, I want to vent. I'm just like, I don't want to hear this shit. So we end up not going to the party. I had a whole fucking outfit planned and everything. I'm like, it's about to be lit, you know? And she's like, I don't want to go to the party because I'm just like, you complain about, it's always, because listen, I've been broke and sometimes I can't go on every trip. It's always about not having money, the household problems, the family problems. And yes, I get that, but that can't like take over your life. It's like you always just a drag. And it's like, I'm trying to like level up, and it was always the same thing since I've met her. So I was just like, yeah, this is not going nowhere. And then when I wanted to talk to her that day, we didn't end up meeting up. And when she wanted to call me, I just did not want to hear the negativity that she was about to tell me. So that happened, and I'm just like, I'm gonna head out. Like literally, I'm gonna head out of this friendship because it was just too much, and it wasn't beneficial, and it wasn't serving me anything at all. So yeah, I just stopped talking to her, and like I said, I don't regret it at all. I do think I should have had a conversation with her, but at that time, I'm just like, like I don't care to speak because I don't want to hear no negative shit that could have been avoided or whatever. So that was my only situation that I've dealt with that I had to like completely cut myself off from a friend because it was no longer serving me. So yeah. And like I said, like your friendships are supposed to inspire you, motivate you and everything. And what I was getting from her was not that at all. So I just had to let it go. And I always felt bad because I didn't have a conversation, but I didn't feel bad because I wanted to end it, because I was going to end it regardless. But I could have been like, sis, like, you're like, not like you're annoying me, but it's like, this is not going to work. But it is what it is. And I haven't looked back since. So I guess it was supposed to happen. So yeah. And also, well, no, I ain't gonna get into that. So yeah, because my sister's getting married, and you know, she's basically like, you'll see who your true friends are. So, you know, that's a saying. And sometimes you gotta let go and let God, because it's not serving you anything. It's just like, basically, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. And don't feel guilty about wanting to end no matter the length of the friendship. It's just like, if you know it, you feel it, then you know it. And it's time to let go. So if it's time to let go, you gotta let go. So let me know in the comments, have you ever cut a friend off? How did the conversation go? Or you tried to fight for your friends? So just let me know. I want to hear these stories, because as you get older, you realize, like I said, I'm in the 30 gang in about 6 days. So in my 30s, I don't want to hear shit that I was hearing about when I was 26 dealing with you. I just want to hear the level up, the growth and everything. And I want that for myself, and I want that for my friends too. So yeah, trying to get the bag and everything. So cheers to that. So let me know in the comments your stories. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. And don't be afraid to cut them friends loose. That's friends, men, associates, even family, because those be the main toxic ones. So it's okay to have your boundaries. That's the word. Have your boundaries with friends, family, etc. Anything, just have your boundaries. Stick to them and don't apologize for it. And that's all I have to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this wind down. Whatever you're feeling, if you feel that, then you feel it. Feel them feelings. It's okay. So, yes. I will see you guys in my next TED Talk. So, any questions, comments, concerns, and topics you guys want me to discuss or chit-chat about, just leave them down in the info bar below. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.